about 4 yards. got to the 45-yard line. Nice saving tackle by Tim Becker, number 20 for Dowling.
Sirianni, the quarterback, split back in the backfield. Sirianni, the left-hander, throws, fires, and it's caught at the 50-yard line by Indianola. And it was number 1, Matt Young, that split in, who also double first down. Cataldo's back to kick for the Maroons, and that's Nick Cataldo, who just caught that last pass, standing back at his own 17-yard line. And a kick is blocked by Indianola at the 10-yard line, and the ball should be down, and it's going to go in for the touchdown. Number 85 for Indianola on the recovery. That's Joel West. And West takes it in, a 15-yard punt return, or block punt return that time, and Indianola strikes first.
Well, Mark, this is the kind of break that
Indianola from the Dowling 49-yard line. 7-0 Indianola, 7:24 to go here in the first quarter. Back to pass Sirianni. He's being rushed, and he fires into the flat. It's caught by Bowie, and he's got about 7 yards, or rather down to about the Dowling 36-yard line, about 3 yards short of the first down.
That was an excellent play, Mark, by the Indianola quarterback, Sirianni. He was being blitzed on the play by Steve Craven and got the ball off for the gain on the play.
After a 3-yard run by Norton. Brings up a 2nd down and 7 for the Maroons. The pitch back goes to Norton again, and, rather the handoff to the first man through it. Norton went through the same side, the same play, but the handoff to the fullback, and that was Bowie.
Well, it was a little bit of a misdirection by Sirianni in the backfield. He looked like he faked a pitch out, but actually handed the ball off, and big number 75 for Dowling. 6', 280-pound defensive tackle George pass to Tyler, but it was tipped by the Indianola defensive line. Heads-up play by Tyler just to pick it up and avoid the turnover.
3rd down and 10 for Dowling from their own 32-yard line. Back to pass to Milhouse. Has plenty of time. Fires downfield. It's caught at the 45-yard line. The first down is made by Steve Morrow, number 12. A nice little route that time, Jim. Steve Morrow found the open Milhouse, hooked up with him.
Yeah, that was really a good play. Kind of makes me wonder a little bit, Mark, why they haven't done more of that. Just a simple 15-yard throw route. Rob Milhouse just reared back, fired that ball into Morrow. Nice play.
First down. Dowling calls a timeout. We'll take one on. Lead 7-0. On first down, Milhouse back to pass. Fires downfield. It's caught by number 32, Nick Cataldo, and he gets out of bounds. Stops the clock at the Indianola 42-yard line with one back in the backfield, and that's Gaskell. Back to pass, Robbie. Fires downfield for Steve Morrow, and it is caught at the 30-yard line, and he's run out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A beautiful pass to the far side of the field. That's the wide side of the field, and Robbie hooks up with Steve Morrow.
Nice pass play. I tell you what, the Dowling
fires into the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown by Kip Rude. Oh, what a move he put on, and nice ball once again. As Robbie Milhouse has found the touch, and immediately Dowling strikes quick. After being held to no points in the first quarter, 1:33 to go here in the second quarter, and the Maroons finally get on the board.
Just an excellent pass by Robbie Milhouse. Threw the ball up to the 6'3" Jeff Root. He just went up over the Indianola defender and brought it down in the right corner of the end zone.
Pat Lills with the hold. And Ryan Zimmer, 6', 170-pound senior with the extra point attempt to tie the score, and he does. So with 1:33 to go here in the first half, it's Dowling 7, Indianola offense. Let's see what they do, Jim. First down for Indianola on their own 38-yard line. And Sirianni, they keep it on the ground. Bowie can't go right, breaks the tackle to the left. He's on the backside of the play at the 50, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Almost a football. They say he was down. No, he's still going with the football. There's number 20, Tim Becker, and he's got a little return up, and he's tackled at the 47-yard line. And let's see how this is going to go. I believe.
Well, the clock mark stopped with 5 seconds left in the half. Just an excellent effort by Bowie. Unfortunately, he fumbled the ball on about the Dowling 40-yard line. Picked up by Becker, returned up to the 48-yard line of Indianola.
Indianola calls time down and about 9.5 to go for the first down from the Indianola 41. We're just underway here in the third quarter. Back to pass Sirianni. The ball is incomplete, but no, it goes in the hands of the Dowling defensive back, and that is number 26, Jeremy Timms, a strong safety. Recovers for the Maroons. It popped out of the hands. The first time tonight that Sirianni's the interception, and Dowling has it with 8:32 to go in the third quarter, all tied up at 7. Back to pass Milholland with one setback, fires downfield, caught by Tyrone Tyler, swerves out of that first ball of defensive back, pulls his head down to the 30-10 set. That's for Vanny and West. Wide receivers Young to the far left, handoff goes to Bowie, up the middle again, he breaks to the secondary, he's inside the 5, down to about the 4-yard line, straight ahead running to Jim Bowie. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. We're all tied up at 7 between Indianola and Dowling. Milholland calling signals, hand off to Dubeck, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. He may have gotten a yard up to the 10-yard line, and he's 2 miles east of I-35 coming and Norwalk exit. And on 2nd and 9, ball throw to the end zone for Root, and he's down for the touchdown. And Milholland throws into the far corner of the end zone and hits Jeff Root, and once again, the timing pattern that worked last year has worked for many years. That same play works tonight.
Just an excellent throw by Milholland. Just a fade pattern into the corner, left corner of the end zone. Excellent catch by Root. Oh, right over the top of his helmet. Matt Young, the defender, was there, but he just couldn't stop that play.
And that was certainly a beautiful ball thrown. Now, extra point, very important. 4:05 to go in the fourth quarter, and it's Dowling 13, Indianola 7. The first time the Maroons have been ahead all night. And Little with the hold, the extra point by Simmer is good, but a penalty flag goes down on the conversion. And this is a very big conversion. A dead ball, illegal procedure, Dowling. And that'll set it back a little bit further, so it'll be a little bit longer extra point attempt.
Well, Marcus, you know in high school football, every time you move that ball back 5 yards on a kick play, that's a significant movement. So let's see if Dowling can regroup here and get the extra point.
Maroons went 10 plays and 47 yards, capped off by a 10-yard touchdown pass from Robbie Milholland to Jeff Root. And now the extra point, which is a 25-yard extra point. Simmer will try. Rules with the hold. The extra point is up, and it is good. So the Maroons lead 14-7. 4:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. You're looking, Rory might get a... As the quarterback is Wadsworth, and he back to pass on first down, fires downfield, and it is caught by the wide receiver, Marquez Jenkins, and he just scored the first down at the 46-yard line.
Well, Mark, I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight. North, as we've said in the pregame, hasn't had much of a running attack.
Those 2 players for North, Marquez Jenkins and Andre Wadsworth, hook up quite a bit. First and 10 North from their own 47, man. The handoff goes first man through, and that's Wells. He's in the secondary. He can go up to the 30 at the 20. He steps out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Highly tackled by the Maroon defensive back on an exciting play for the second play for scrimmage tonight, Jim.
Well, Mark, that was just an excellent run by number 9 from trying to open up the running game.
Once again, the spread formation, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and on second down, back to pass Wadsworth. Fires down, it's intercepted by the Maroons. With it is number 27 for the Maroons, and he's knocked out of bounds just inside the 50. Excellent job by Bill McFall. He read that play very well. And Dowling now in North territory on the turnover.
Well, Mark, I think North went to the well one too many times on that play. That's the same pass play they were successful earlier.
7-yard line, 13-yard run by Ben Dubeck, the fullback, and Dowling has the first down. 5:28 to go. No score between Dowling and North. Footbacks are the formation, and Milholland hands off to Gaskell, and the second man through, and he's in for the touchdown. Jason Gaskell, an 11-yard run right over the right side of the line of scrimmage. George Green and D.J. Donahoe open up the hole, and the Maroons get on the board with 5-7 to go here in the first quarter, 6-0.
Huge toll on the right side of that Dowling offensive line. Again, they come out in the double tight end.
Down and 12 for North. They have been in Dowling territory every time they've had the ball. This is the third offensive possession for the Polar Bears. And in motion again is Welch. Nobody in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the left. Now back to pass Wadsworth. Fires to his left. It's intercepted by the Maroons. And with it is number 87, I believe, or 85. He can go all the way. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, 10 run for the Maroons. But a penalty flag is down on the Dowling 45-yard line. With a 75-yard interception return, it would probably be called by Grubb as he possibly around the 75-yard return, but the Maroons will have it first and 10 from their own 30.
Take left side, coach.
And high formation now for the Maroons, and 1 wide receiver to the right. And back to pass on first down, Milholland fires downfield, wide open. Is Rude. He's got it at the 40. He's at the 30. He's Rude on a 70-yard touchdown pass. Put the Maroons on the board. So, Jim, you take the touchdown away by penalty and you put it back up on a touchdown pass when Robbie Milholland and Jeff possibly get in, but if they win the conference, they can. That's a big game next week. But nonetheless, we have this game. And on first down, Milholland from his own 33. Back to pass, throws the ball downfield, and caught by Tyrone Tyler at the 37-yard line of score. Excellent grab, and he was right with third down and about 5 for the Polar Bears to their own 49. Back to pass, Wadsworth throws a little touch pass out to number 34 for the Polar Bears, and that is Chad Fain. 11-yard run for Jason Gaskell, and the line of scrimmage is the Dowling 17. 7:35 to go here in the second quarter. 21-0 Dowling. Maroons have an I formation here on first down. And the pitch back goes to Gaskell on the left side, utilizing the far side. He's across the 25, up to the 30. He's down the far sideline at the 50. He's at the 40, the 30, the 10. Jason Gaskell with the touchdown. And do we have any penalty flags down? No penalty flags down. That will be an 83-yard touchdown run by Jason Gaskell.
Nice block by
Mark Gaskell really showing some excellent speed around the left line of scrimmage, but he's been chased, and that, of course, upsets your passing route. On a second down at 13, Wadsworth takes the middle, hands off, or rather fires downfield, and it is incomplete, almost intercepted by the Maroons. He faked the handoff to the middle, and then he fired downfield. Intercepted.
And they do call an interception. And we'll go right down to Roy because, Roy, I was blocked out.
Mark, I'll tell you why you were blocked out, because he caught that football between his legs. It came down and it landed right between his legs. He squeezed his legs, and it's an interception for Dowling. The half.
Dowling 28, North nothing. On first down, Milholland. Back to pass. Fired. And it's caught by the wide receiver on the far side for a first down. And that's up off the play. Is Steve Morrow with the so Dowling has the ball, first and 10 from their own 23. 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in the half. Back to pass, Milholland on first down, and it fires out, and it's complete. To number 32, and he makes a move on the receiver, and let's see if we get the first down. That's Nick Cataldo. Makes the Dowling 2-minute offense going to effect here with 2:45 to go here in the half, leading by 4 touchdowns. Handoff goes to Dale, and he gets an over on the left side, and he breaks across the 45, still on his feet at the 50. It's a foot race to the end zone at the 40, the 30, Matt Day around the far sideline, but a penalty flag is down at the north 45-yard line. As Matt Day is knocked out of bounds inside. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5 from the north 40. 9:26 to go here in the third quarter. Dowling 28-0. Back to pass Milholland. He fires downfield, and it's caught by Steve Morrow for the first down at about the 31-yard line. And once again, Dowling doing those hook routes on the far side of the field. They use the wide side of the field, and Morrow ran an excellent pattern.
Yeah, that was a nice throw by Milholland. Nothing fancy on that play. Just 2 wide receivers split out to the wide side of the field. Both ran about an 8-yard button hook, and Milholland picked the outside receiver and picked up the first.
Subs in, they're trying to blend them in with their starters, as North now with the 3rd and 9 from the Dowling 29. Back to pass Wadsworth. Under pressure, fires downfield, he lays it up, and there's a big collision, and it's incomplete as the 2 defensive backs met the wide receiver for.
And I take that back. They do have the starting offensive line still in there. Running behind big number 73, Eric Krall, 290-pound junior.
From the Dowling 43 on first down. Lewis back to pass, and it fires out. It's complete to Steve Morrow. He's got the first down, and he's in North territory at the 47-yard line. And again, a penalty flag goes out, and Jim Meese, get out your calculator on the sideline. And this is probably going to be against North, possibly a late hitter, possibly a face mask. It is a face mask penalty against the Polar Bears. So tack on 15 more.
Well, the play's getting just a little bit sloppy here at the end of the third quarter. Lewis, the Dowling quarterback, however, makes a nice throw on the play to Morrow, I believe it was, Mark, and picks up the first down. Morrow went down, ran about an 8-yard button hook, turned it upfield for the first down.
Well, credit Steve Morrow with an 11-yard pass reception.
Game for Dowling to score early and try to offset that Lincoln ball control offense.
4-yard loss by Gaskell. Moves the ball back to the Lincoln 22-yard line. 2nd down and 12 Dowling. I formation. Handoff goes to Gaskell. And he breaks into the secondary inside the 40, inside the 10 rather, inside the 5, and a touchdown Maroons. Gaskell on a quick opener on the left side. And Jim Swift, just that quick, the Lincoln defensive end bit inside, and he just moved outside.
Well, Mark, Dowling just hasn't had much success at all on the right side of the ball, but you've got to give a lot of credit to Jesse Reeves, George Green, and B.J. Donahoe, the
3-yard line. Third down and 4 for the Maroons. 4:22 to go in the first quarter from Hutchins Stadium. Back to pass Milhouse. Pressure from the backside. Fires, and it is caught by Steve Morrow inside the 25-yard line. And they do just rule that a reception.
Mark, we've got a flag on the play. They're going to call Dowling offensive line for holding on the play.
Albers picks up 9 yards on first down. Second down and 1 for Lincoln from their own 30. Back to pass is Allrich, fires downfield, and it is caught by number 82, Torrey Thomas, 5'9", 150-pound junior, for the first down at the Lincoln 41-yard line. Denver maybe not wanted that call to be called, but nonetheless, Lincoln now with a second down 13 from their own 37. Here's the inside counter to Albers, and he stops the line of scrimmage. All the way. The Maroons hold the rail splitter, so Dowling will take over. First and 10 from their own 35-yard line with 7:05 to go here in the first quarter. That's one way to keep the ball down to the Dowling offense. Handoff goes to Gasco, and he breaks outside. He's across the 50. He's inside the 40, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 40-yard line, right around the 35 by Lincoln. Jason Gasco hopped out flat.
Be a draw, and nice running on the play by Luna brings up 3rd and 5.
From the Dowling 31, Lincoln with the football. Back to pass, Allrich again. Now pumps one, fires into the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted by the Maroons. And with the interception is Pat Grubb, and it's inside. They lost 4 yards. First down, Lincoln from their own 46. Back to pass. Delayed draw once again, and it goes out to Luna. And Luna rushes up to the 50-yard line for a 4-yard run. Clock runs with 1:18 to go in the half.
Kind of a surprising call on Lincoln's behalf, but they try to get right back to the line of scrimmage. Officials stop the clock to reset the ball, and now we go, Mark.
Minute 5 to go. Back to pass, Allrich looking downfield, fires. It's intercepted by the Maroons. At the 45-40, the 35, and with the football is linebacker, number 85, rather, Mike Kent with the interception. And he brings it all the way down to the
first down. I think either Lincoln offensive line has really come out firing off the football this half, or Dowling's a little bit back on their heels. Seems like right now that Lincoln's doing a good job of establishing this drive. Put back now in the backfield for Lincoln. Here's a fake handoff. Now Allrich rolls to his right, being chased. Breaks the tackle at the 45, fires downfield the pass, and it's intercepted by the Maroons at the 30. And with it is number 27 for the Maroons, and that's Billy McFall. And he returns it up to about the 35-yard line of Dowling. Yeah, Mark, you see that an awful lot with quarterbacks. He got chased out of the pocket and got away from a couple of Dowling defenders. Deep in 6 yards, total rushing. Back to you, Mark.
Thanks a lot, Roy. First down at 20 for the Maroons. Back at the 26-yard line. Back to pass Milhouse. Fires downfield, and it's complete at the 40-yard line to Steve Morrow. And Morrow's wrestled down around the 43-yard line. Short of the first down by about 3 yards.
Tell you what, Mark, that was a really nice read by Milhouse, the Dowling quarterback. Displayed a good amount of patience on the play, waiting for the wide receiver to come open, waiting for the linebackers to pursue beyond the receiver, so he was open. Nice throw by pass, and here in the early stages of the third quarter that I think Lincoln expected to see the ball go to him, but they switched it up, giving it to Dubek, and he picks up the first down.
4-yard run for Ben Dubek. Dowling with the first down from their own 47. And nobody in the backfield as Gaskell goes in motion. Back to pass Milhouse. There's a quick pass to Rude. It's caught at the 40. He's on his own at the 30. At the 20, being chased by Nzinga. Moves inside, and Rude will score on a touchdown. A 53-yard touchdown pass from Ronnie Milhouse to Jeff Rude.
Mark, that was a really well-timed play by Dowling. I tell you what, they had 3 wide receivers split to the right of the formation. They had Gaskell go low back in the backfield and took him in motion to the left side of the formation. They did a quick pop pass to the tight end Ruth. He took it all the way down the field, forcing Lincoln out of their normal game plan. And they're going to have to put the ball up in the air to get this back in this ballgame.
4-yard pass from Allrich brings up a third down and 7 for Lincoln. In motion is Luna. Back to pass is Allrich. He fires, and it is incomplete. Broken up nicely that time by the Maroons. And Tim Becker back on defense. And with the pass, a reception attempt with Corey Hill, I should say, who went in motion out of the backfield. and Hill just couldn't hang on to it. Credit Tim Becker on the play.
I tell you, that's a tough play.
He fires in the end zone, and it's broken up as pass is incomplete.
Are just underway here at Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. Now in motion goes number 89, Rod Rasmussen, from left to right. Here's Wingett on the pitch back, and he tosses it back to number 45, Killian, and he's wrestled out of bounds. He may have lost a yard, and they say that he didn't get out of bounds. The clock continuing to run. We're under 9 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter with no score between Dowling and East.
Well, East just ran an option play, and Dowling defended it very well. There was a man on the quarterback and a man on the pitch man, the way it's coached, anyway, the way we coached it when I was there.
And Eric Paul will go both ways at left guard and on the defensive line for the Maroons. So East comes out with a 2nd down and 6 from the Dowling 39-yard line. Wingett back to pass, and it's complete as he throws it out to Bartram, and he fumbles the football, and it's recovered by the Maroons at the 30-yard line. Bartram was just slammed down after he caught the football. A simple slam pattern. The Maroons have seen that twice tonight, and this time Bartram.
Maybe Coach Gazzano, the defensive coordinator, will probably be talking to them about it.
So it's a 1st down for East from the East 21-yard line. Here's a pitch back to Killian on the left side. He crosses the 25, and he's knocked down short of the 30. Nice defensive pressure that time by number 24 Dowling, and that's Tim Becker. And Dowling 25, and we'll go down to Jim Neese here in a moment. So it's 1st and 10 East from the Dowling 25. This has been a drive dominated by Alvin Killian, and a handoff, or rather, Wingett pitches the ball back, fumbles the football as he pitches to Killian, and they say Dowling has the football. So just like that, we start the second quarter with no score and a turnover, Jim Neese.
Well, that time the pitch came, but the pitch came later than Killian thought it was going to. He took a moment, Mark, when he started 1st and 10 at the 6-yard line. The 5-yard penalty there was a defensive back coming up, so the D-backs have to watch where they're lining up.
And Dowling with the football, 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Calling signals is Milhouse. He pitches it back to Gaskell, and he utilizes the right side of the field. He crosses the 30, still running with the football down the far side. He's knocked out of bounds at midfield. Excellent job by Gaskell. 1st down Dowling at their own 47-yard line. No score here as we start the second quarter. This is Dowling's 2nd possession of the evening. Split backs now in the backfield for the Maroons. Milhouse calling signals. 1 wide receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass Milhouse on 1st down. It throws it out. It's complete to Tyrone Tyler. He gets loose. He's across the 30. He's down to the East 22-yard line. And now they say he stepped out of bounds on the 28-yard line at East. But Tyrone Tyler got loose here on the line from the East 17-yard line. Tyrone Tyler picked up 9 yards on that run. 11:15 to go here in the second quarter. No score. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field on this formation, and the handoff goes to Gaskell out of the I formation. He's inside the 50, he's inside the 10, and he goes in for a touchdown. Jason Gaskell on a 13-yard run for a touchdown over the right side, and an excellent job by the offensive line for Dowling that time, Roy, because they came through with a big block, and Gaskell just kind of went through the opening that the East defense gave them.
It made a nice game.
And Dowling now with a 2nd down and 9 from the East 14. Here's a handoff to Gaskell. He gets inside the 10, and he goes in for the touchdown. Jason Gaskell on a 14-yard touchdown run. That's 2 of them this season for him. And Dowling takes a 13-0.
I wasn't here at halftime, but back to the football game. I mentioned to Coach Rasmussen that right before the end, going into the locker room there at halftime, I'm amazed at the job the East offense and the offensive line has done tonight, especially when you go back a couple of weeks ago, Mark, when we did that East Lincoln game over at East and Lincoln
End zone, and East will be going right to left towards the north end zone. The kickoff is off, and it's controlled by Tyrone Tyler. He gets across the 45, across midfield. He's brought down in East territory at the East 37-yard line.
there. I didn't happen to see the ball come loose, and I think the official made the correct call. But of course, he's looking for everything they can to get back in this football game.
And giving up good field position to the Maroons as Dowling starts from the East 37-yard line on the return by Tyrone Tyler, the opening kickoff for the third quarter. Here's Gaskell. He's going to go in for the touchdown. No problem over the left side. A big hole opened up by Eric Paul and Lee Harper, and Gaskell goes in for a 27-yard touchdown.
Will affect his ability to get around the corner or not?
Second down and 6 for Dowling, or rather for East from the East 37-yard line. In motion, Rasmussen, handoff from the I formation to Killian, and it's a foot race to the end zone. He's tripped up in the secondary by Bill McFall as he gets into Dowling territory at the Dowling Football. He throws the ball. Well, Robbie threw an excellent pass. He just overthrew his intended receiver that time, so he really didn't show much effect. He actually thrown some worse passes in the first half. Here's Cataldo punting from his own 30. Gets a high kick, and it's coming down at the 25 of East, and it's taken. And he funnels the football. It's taken by Joe Shelton, and piling up on the football. The Maroons say they have it, and the referee signals Dowling football on the East 32-yard line.
Mark, that's 4 turnovers for the Eastside Scarlets, and you cannot turn over the ball like that on the Dowling Maroons. Dowling likes to capitalize on those type of situations. I wouldn't be surprised if they go to the end zone on this very first play.
And they were going into the whistle, Rory.
Yeah, they were. That's what they were taught to do, and they were doing what they were taught to do. Robbie did try to get back up to throw the ball, and they didn't. They just reacted in instinct.
6-yard loss on the play, moves the ball back to the East 23, 3rd down and 9 for Dowling. Back to pass, Milhelm, 2-step drop, fires in the end zone. He's got Tyrone Tyler, and it's into the touchdown. Caught by Tyler on the goal line, and he pushes himself in. Defended back there by Chad Bailiff, number 8, and Tyler with a 23-yard touchdown reception from Robbie Milholland.
Mark, what they call on
the 6-yard line of East.
Mark, this series, Dowling's come out with a single back offense.
Back to pass Milholland on 2nd down. He fires downfield in a double coverage, and both players come down for it. One for East and one for Dowling, and it's complete to Tyrone Tyler at the 16-yard line.
That's just a matter of who wanted the ball the most there, Mark. He went up.
Maroons in a one-back stance and fired in the end zone again. Here's Steve Morrow, touchdown Maroons. So that time the play worked. Almost off the same play they ran before. So a 5-yard touchdown pass from Robbie Milholland to Steve Morrow puts the Maroons up 34-6. And Jim Meese, you were right there.
As you said, Mark, the exact same play, and the East defensive backs, they're asking the official about an illegal pick, but of course we all know that nobody in football does those kind of things, so touchdown Dowling.
And the extra point by Simmer is good, and the Maroons lead
backfield, and he can add some excitement, add another dimension to Dowling's already multiple dimension offense.
And he certainly does add that breakaway speed, but Gaskell, the better runner, obviously, has earned the position. On 3rd and 1, Lillis back to pass, looking downfield, fires downfield. He's got Morrow, and it's caught by Steve Morrow inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line. The clock stops with 5:46 to go. Nice job by Steve Morrow as he was right in between 2 defenders of Des Moines East, Rory.
Well, I tell you, that was one heck of a catch. He concentrated very well on that ball. Actually, he caught it, came down, and it fell loose on his way down to the ground. He re-grasped the ball and held on. Just a great catch by Steve Morrow.
A 32-yard reception, and Jim Meese, you were standing right there.
Mark, I actually thought Rory hit it right on the head. He had it in his hands. It came loose a little bit. I thought the East defender had actually had an opportunity to rest.
The final score, Dowling 42 and East 14. And congratulations to
UKY. Any season equipment
on the varsity level, and I think Hoover in that wishbone formation hoping to do a little bit of what East did last week against Dowling. One of the best defenses is to keep the football, but they didn't do it on the first series.
Under 10 and a half minutes to go here in the first quarter, and no score. Dowling with their first offensive possession. Back to pass, Milholland fires downfield, and it's caught by Steve Morrow at the Hoover 40-yard line. First down Maroons from there, and Dowling passing on the first down, and now they're going to go to the no-huddle, Rory.
Looks like, Dowling's introduced a new series of offense every week, Mark, and it just doesn't surprise me at all to see them go to another series of offense, which is the no-huddle offense.
11-yard pass completion. First down Dowling from the Hoover 40. And Milholland handed off to Dubeck on the lead play over the right side, and Dubeck gets inside the 40 down to about the 37-yard line for a gain of 3. Maroons keep it on the ground and going into the no-huddle offense. So it'll bring up second down for Dowling and 7 from the Hoover 37. Maroons in a high formation with Tyrone Tyler Tyler split out far to the right, and Steve Marl to the left, and tight end is Jeff Root on the left side. Back to pass is Milhouse. Looks downfield, fires, caught by Marl at the 30 inside. He fights for yardage and gets down to the 25, right down there. Under where Jim Neeson's standing, and that's close to a first down. He may have picked it up. Huddle offense from the Hoover 20-yard line as Gaskell picks up 5. And a pitch out, and on the wide side of the field to Gaskell. He's running to the right, has some room. He's trying to get outside. He's inside the 15 and spun out of bounds. Just at the 13-yard line of Hoover. 7-yard run that time for Gaskell. First down, Dowling from the Hoover 13. On the right hash mark, double tight end set, back to pass Milhouse. Being chased out of the pocket, now Robbie will tuck it under. He's inside the 15. He makes a move on inside the 5, and he goes in for the touchdown. Excellent job by Robbie Milhouse, and no penalty flags down on the play. And Milhouse goes in for the touchdown. His 10th touchdown of the year, and this time it comes via the run, Rory.
Well, Mark, I tell you, he had to run out of the pocket, as you said, but then Morrow did a great job. First he released to try to get open, then he saw that Robbie was going to run with the football, so he put himself in a great position to make a final block to give Robbie.
And not allowed the Hoover defensive coaches to get the defensive calls in.
3rd down and 4 for the Maroons from the Hoover 45, we'll call it. Back to pass Milhouse. 3-step drop, fires downfield, and it is complete to Brian Bozen at the 35, and Bozen tried to get away from his defenders, and he's going to be stopped at the 33, they say. And an excellent job that time.
Just ran a simple curl play inside, and Robbie took his time and found the right receiver and threw him the ball.
12-yard reception that time to Brian Bozen. First down, Dowling from the Hoover 33. And a handoff to Gaskell on the left side. He breaks it into the secondary. Penalty flag goes down. He's inside the 10, and he goes in for the touchdown. But a penalty flag is dropped right about the 15-yard line or so. And now I don't see the penalty flag, so let's see what George Davis says.
Yeah, it's there, Mark. Again, just quickly turned left for a fine gain.
Not about a 6-yard gain. Rather a 9-yard gain, brings up a 2nd down and 3 as it was a first down 15. Back to pass Milhouse, fires downfield, and it's caught by Morrow inside the 15 and struggles to about the 13-yard line. Nice job once again, Milhouse finding his receivers, and Dowling back to the no-huddle offense, and they'll take it from there. The line of scrimmage is the
yard line. They just had a 5-yard penalty. Ought to be down to the 1.
Well, from the 3 then, on 1st and goal. Here's a pitch back to Gaskell. Running around the backfield, and he fights in for the touchdown. Jason Gaskell on a 3-yard run, we'll call it.
Apples, cider, caramel apples, apple smoked hams, jams, food baskets, and ice cream parlors, bakery goods, and much more.
4 times Dowling has had the ball. Dowling has got the punt of the ball game. The lone time they didn't score a touchdown, they turned it over on downs in Hoover territory. On 1st down, back to pass is Martin. Left-hander fires downfield, and it is intercepted by the Maroons. And up with the football is number 20 for Dowling. An excellent job by Timmy Becker at the 50-yard line.
He hung that ball up there very high. Becker knew right where to go. He went up for the ball with a great interception. We got some first quarter stats here for Dowling. There's 11 for 55 yards. Milhouse 7 of 9 for 86 yards. Gaskell has 8 for 38 yards with 1 touchdown. Hoover has no first downs with 3 penalties for 23 yards, and in rushing, they're 9 of 14 yards.
Here's Milhouse on 1st down, fires it off to Tyrone. Tyler's caught at the 20, and Tyler will go all the way for the touchdown. A 52-yard touchdown pass from Robbie Milhouse to Tyrone Tyler, and that time Tyrone had 2 defenders on him, and he just split them. Caught the ball, and nobody got a shot on him, Roy Bacco.
Mark, it was a great pass by Robbie. Was expecting him to throw the ball one more time, and he came up the middle with the running play.
Hoover goes to a wishbone formation with Scott Edwards at fullback. Back to pass Martin. The left-hander fires in the end zone. Penalty flag's down, and it's intercepted by Dowling in the end zone. And with the football at the 20, at the 30, and knocked out of bounds about the 43-yard line is a defensive back for the Maroons. And we're going to try to get a number on that. Was it pins? It may have been pins that time.
Let's see if Jim caught the number.
Nonetheless, penalty flag down the 3-yard line, and Jim Meese, help me out. What number was that on? What number for the Maroons intercepted the ball?
Guys, unfortunately, I can't help you out because I was looking through the line of scrimmage and the players down here, so I didn't see it either. But the penalty against Hoover is declined, so it's Dowling with the football after the pass.
From the Hoover 12-yard line, 1st and 10 Maroons. High formation in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the right, and Gaskell gets the handoff on the left side, gets to the secondary, and he fights for the end zone, and he gets in for the touchdown. Jason Gaskell on a 12-yard touchdown run. Nice job by the Maroon offensive line, led by Lee Harper, Jason Root, and Jesse Reed, and maybe Eric Crawl in there. And the Maroons score again at 47-yard line, 4th and 6. It's back to Parker, and he's hit in the backfield and dropped. A nice job initially by the Dowling defensive end, or linebacker rather, led by number 44, and that is Mike Moreland. He cut that play inside, and Dowling defense.
Mark, we've got a World Series score for you.
Atlanta 3 and Toronto 2 in the top of the 5th inning, and the Maroons have the football. And here's the handoff to Dubeck, and he gets in for the touchdown. Ben Dubeck on a 4-yard touchdown run. On a nice job by Pat Lewis, taking into the line of scrimmage, Rory, and that kind of got everybody away from Tyrone Tyler, tailback, and Jim Meese, that's what it looked like up here.
That looked like a pretty good counterplay to me from my point of view here. 2 backs in the back.
So he almost broke that play.
I tell you, when he gets the ball anywhere on the field, it's just excitement to see.
So the Maroons now with a 3rd down and 8 from their own 38-yard line. High formation, here's Lewis, back to pass, looking downfield, looking, and fires, and it's complete it's caught by Steve Morrow, short of the 1st down at the 44-yard line. Maroons need to get to the 47 for the 1st down.
And 4 receiving hit, but the ball just popped right out of his hands, and there wasn't any chance for anybody other than a maroon jerseys to cover that one up because he was the lone white jersey there.
And Dowling has the football, 1st and 10 on their 34-yard line. Here's a handoff to Tyrone Tyler. He's got 1st down yardage and more as he's inside the 15 down to about the 16. Lewis just kneels down. That'll end the football game. The final score, Dowling 42, Hoover nothing, as the Maroons do not try to advance the football. And both teams
wind out of the east at just 3 miles an hour, so no factor at all tonight. And the humidity at 54%, and Doctor assures me that we're not going to see any raindrops during this football game tonight. Well, the Raiders 29 for Roosevelt, John Welch, and number 34, Quincy Robinson, and as we mentioned, Mason in the backfield. Here's a pitch to Mason, trying the left side, and he's loose football, penalty flag down. He was caught in the backfield by number 35 for Dowling. That's Josh Schaefer. And let's see what the penalty flag is as the Maroons recover the football at the Roosevelt 38-yard line. Holding against Roosevelt, it will be declined. And let's see what the Maroons do with the football now. I formation for Dowling. Quarterbacking Milholland, pitches back to Gaskell. Gaskell in the secondary at the 20, at the 15, cuts to the outside, 10 inside the 10 at the 7-yard line, maybe the 8-yard line. No. Here's the handoff. Dubeck, right side, he's in for the touchdown. So after the big run by Gaskell, it takes Dowling 4 tries inside the 7, but the Maroons punch it in with 9:32 to play in the first quarter. It's Dowling 6 and Roosevelt. Quick formation again. Looked like they were going to huddle up, and then broke out to the line of scrimmage, split back. Root in motion to the far sideline, now resets on the right side. Here's Milholland, second man through is Gaskell. Gaskell in the secondary, spins, keeps his balance, and gets up to about the 48-yard line. And a good run that time by Jason Gaskell. 1st and 10 Dowling at the Dowling 48-yard line. Milholland back to pass, 3-step drop, shoots it out to Tyler. He's got it. Makes a move to the outside, fighting for the 1st down, and gets down about the 30-yard line, which will be enough for the 1st down. And they're going to spot it right about the 40-yard line, which is still receivers split to the right side this time. Root split out left. Lone setback is Gaskell behind Milholland. Milholland calling signal, takes the snap, back to pass, looks to Root, makes the catch, I believe. Yes, he does. Down, looks like it's going to be 10 yards to go for the Maroons from the Roosevelt 17-yard line. No gain that time by Gaskell. Three receivers split out to the right side. Gaskell the lone back behind Milholland. Milholland calling signals, pitches to Gaskell, trying the right side. Has a seam, tries to bounce it outside even more, stays on his feet, still on his feet, and then touchdown for Dowling. What a run by Gaskell. At least two, if not three, Roosevelt defenders had a shot at him. And I thought, Jim, that he was going to run out of room on the sideline, but he kept his balance and cut it up. A 17-yard touchdown run for Jason Gaskell. 18-yard line, there we go. So, Dowling, 1st and 10 now from the Maroon 18-yard line, as 33 minus 15 is indeed 18. Here's Milholland pitching to Gaskell, trying the left side, cuts it up into the secondary, and one man wraps him up and drops him down. He's going to be up around the 29, maybe the 30-yard line, which will be enough for the first. Three receivers split wide to the left. Now Tyrone Tyler, the lone back in the backfield behind Milholland. Milholland calling signals, takes a snap. Inside counterplay to Gaskell, has some room up the middle of the field. That's a 35, that's a 30. Inside the 30 down to about the 25, and what a spin move. What a spin move Gaskell put on Matt Jeter. Jeter had him lined up in his sights, and Gaskell able to get another 5-6 yards after that move. 1st and 10, Dowling at the Roosevelt 21 for Dowling from the Roosevelt 16-yard line.
Well, Jim, they're lining up to go for it. Didn't give Roosevelt much of a chance to get set with this no-huddle offense.
And back to the I formation. Now, I wonder if number 22 might carry the football here. Milholland calling signals. And 22, Gaskell with the football into the secondary, inside the 5, still driving forward, touchdown, Jason Gaskell.
Well, we've got to give some credit to that offensive line. You know, it didn't look like much was there, but Harper, Kroll, Reeves, Green, and Donahoe really opened up a hole. Once he got past the line of scrimmage, it was smooth sailing from there, Jim.
8 plays again for the Dowling Maroons, this time covering 82 yards and taking just about 3 minutes and 12 seconds off the game clock, and now Dowling going for 2, trying to get that missed extra point back. I formation, hand off to Gaskell, trying the right side, and he's in for 2. So Dowling with the 2-point conversion gets the score back up to 21-0 with 8:37 to play in the 1st and 10. 22-yard run to match Jason Gaskell's last 22-yard run, and here's the option to the far side. Mason with the football, and he's dropped down. Good pursuit that time by number 75, George Green. And Green drops him right about the line of scrimmage. Turns back to pass, rolls to his left, shoots it over the middle, has a man, it's incomplete. Or they're going to rule a fumble on that one. Ooh. Well, okay.
I think that's a good call, Jim.
Okay.
Julian Hayter came down with the ball, both feet hit the ground. He actually turned upfield and was hit by the Dowling defensive back, and they are calling it a fumble.
I think they've been doing a great job at that. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Roy. Dowling now 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line on the touchback. Here's Gaskell up the middle of the field, runs through a face mask, and he's got 1st down yardage across the 30-yard line. Now that's running hard when you're
25 to go in the first half. They needed to keep the ball out of Roosevelt's hands because they would have loved nothing better than to get another shot at a score before half.
Milholland calling signals, back to pass, throws the football out, has Tyler. Tyler makes a move, but he's cut down. Still positive yardage on the pass play. And we'll see 14, and now Milholland back to pass. Looks downfield, throws it out, has a man wide open. It's Morrow inside Roosevelt territory down about the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 Dowling at the Roosevelt 36-yard line. 32-yard pass completion that time to Morrow, and now Dowling using another timeout, and we'll go ahead and keep it right here. And let's go down to the sidelines to Rory Vanko. And Rory, 27 seconds to go, 1 timeout left, and Dowling still trying to put some more points up on the board.
Well, Jim, they have the right idea. They're spreading Roosevelt's defense all the way across the field, and Robbie's doing a fine job of picking the...
Used 2, Dowling has used 2, 27 seconds to play here in the first half. Dowling 1st and 10 at the Roosevelt 36-yard line. The Maroons clinging on to a 7-point lead. Single back. Milholland calling signals. Back to pass. Milholland pumps. Throws it out deep for Morrow, and Morrow makes the catch at the 10-yard line. And he goes out of bounds to save that last time out.
Well, that was an excellent throw by Millhouse. He lost the ball beautifully to the sidelines, right down to where our sideline reporter is. And it took a while for the linesman to get down there to spot if that's the fellow that's injured. But great catch by Morrow to keep his feet in bounds. And
we're just thankful it's been a long time since Rory's played any football, or he might have wanted to tackle Morrow that time. Split backs in the backfield. Milholland back to pass, looking for Tyler in the left corner, throws it out, and it's batted up and gone. Touchdown, Tyrone Tyler. Batted up in the air, and Tyler stays with it and catches the football in the left corner with 16 seconds to play in the first half. And it's 27-14 Dowling.
They're trying to spread out that Roosevelt defense so they can get that running game going. But my guess is with Coach Morrow, they're trying to set up something else here, Jim.
We'll give Gaskell a 5-yard gain up to the 29-yard line. Milholland calling signals. Back to pass. Looks to the left sideline. Has Rude. He makes the catch and avoids one tackler and down the field for another 6-7 yards before he's finally covered up. But a pass that carries up to the Dowling 49-yard line. A 20-yard pass completion to
the coach who's talking about 4-down territory. So especially with the explosiveness of this Dowling offense.
So it's going to be 3rd down for Dowling. Again, the lone setback is Gaskell. 3 receivers to the left side. Back to pass Milhouse. Looks left. Throws it out. Has his man Morrow. He's got the first down inside the 40, inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. All the time in the world for Milholland to throw the football, and he found Morrow over the middle of the field.
That was a very good read by Milholland. He left the under receiver clear out, and Morrow hooked behind the receiver. It was kind of a slow development
to number 12, Steve Morrow. It's 1st and 10 Dowling at the Roosevelt 34-yard line. I formation. Here's the handoff to Gaskell up the middle. Bounces to the left side. Trying to get outside and avoids a couple tackles. He's down the sideline. 15 and down out of bounds about the 10-yard line. And that time on the far sideline, I thought for sure that he was caught in traffic, and all of a sudden he bounced out and was down the sideline.
You know, Jim, right before that play, I was saying to myself that it looked like Roosevelt had 10-yard line.
24-yard carry, and it's going to be 1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line for the Maroons. I formation. Dubeck, the fullback, now in motion to the near side. Gaskell, the lone back. Back to pass Milholland. Lofts it off for Tyler, and touchdown. Oh, wait a minute, that's not Tyler. It's number 32, Cataldo, instead. Nick Cataldo. Not number 39, Tyrone Tyler, but 32, Nick Cataldo. In the end zone, Cataldo makes the reception, and it's now 34-14 Dowling with 8:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter, pending the extra.
Concern is to get tremendous pursuit from the backside. If you can have the onside players hold up the play and get tremendous backside pursuit, you can stop the option.
High formation for Roosevelt. 1st and 5, Roosevelt after the penalty. Here's a loose football on the pitch, and it's Dowling ball. Covering up there is number 35 for the Maroons. That's Josh Schaefer. Schaefer covers up at the 26-yard line, and that's one of the Roosevelt 14. I formation in the backfield for the Riders. One receiver split out to the right, and here's the pitch again, loose football, and I think Mason fell on it this time. Again, good pressure by the Dowling defenders, and that time every defender had his assigned person, and it is Dowling football. So it must be, Larry Mason doesn't like that call, and his teammates do a good job of making sure that Larry Mason...
Oh, for sure. You've got the ball in midfield, take the ball and go.
So the Dowling offense back on, and after Dowling opening up this quarter with a touchdown, both offenses have kind of played, I got it, you take it here, as Gaskell breaks over the right side, and he's ripped down. And Gaskell looking at the officials like, my head doesn't move that way unless they grab my face mask, Mr. Official, sir. But it's still a 4-yard carry for Jason Gaskell, and even when Gaskell gets beat around, he still ends up with 5. Gaskell, the seams that he had to run in the first half.
No, there hasn't been quite the seam. You know, Gaskell was going 5-7 yards downfield before he was getting hit in the first half, and Roosevelt's done a good job adjusting.
But the bottom line is Gaskell's still making positive yards.
Yeah.
I formation, second down 8. Here's Gaskell trying the left side, and there's a big hole. I think even I could run through that one. And it looks like he's down to first down yardage. And now, looks like there's a little more extracurricular activity down there. Rory, I don't know where you're at down there on the sideline, but you might have to put a helmet on. You may not have to worry about that broken headset down there, but what do you think needs to be done in this game? You think the coaches need to kind of step in and do a little bit of something, talking to their own players here?
Well, I think basically it's just the referees are just ignoring. I hate to get on the referees, but they're just ignoring all the action going on. I don't think it's the coaches are trying to do their part of keeping their players from the sideline apart from each other, but it's like the referees are just ignoring what's going on. I don't usually like to jump on referees, but I'm afraid something bad is going to happen out of this situation if they don't do something. Now they're confronting the referees on the sideline. It's just really crazy down there. It's Halloween Beggars Night is all I got to say. Now the fans are into it.
BKY Des Moines.
Ride with comfort and safety this fall and winter with the help of Reese Auto Service Center.
Right Valley Stadium, Milholland looks to throw the football, has his man, and he's dropped. It's Morrow making the reception. It was third down and 9 for the Maroons from the Roosevelt 29-yard. There's been 4 turnovers so far, 2 by each team, and Dowling has 5 penalties for 45 yards here in the second half. And here's a reverse, an option pass off the reverse, and picked off by number 27, McFall. McFall taking it down the sideline, runs into his own man, and still keeps going to the 25-yard line. And now we've got Kearns going after one of the Dowling people, and Kearns is going to pick up a personal foul, I do believe. So the interception goes to the 25-yard line, and this is going to be a personal foul on the quarterback, Kearns.
But then there was another little squabble right here in front of the Roosevelt bench. This should have been a personal foul on either the Dowling player or the Roosevelt player. And the official just stood there and watched it. I just can't understand.
Well, it was a reverse, and taking the reverse was Julian Hayter, and Hayter pulled up to throw the ball downfield, and good defensive pressure forced him really to make an off-balance throw, and McFall just sat there waiting for the ball to come down to him. He returned it to the 25-yard line. And then Kearns was laying on top of one of the Dowling players. I think it might have been Pat Grubb. Rory, we'll look for you down there. Can you give us any help on that? Was it Grubb that Kearns got into the altercation with?
Yeah, I believe it was. He was just blocking downfield, and Kearns just didn't like the way he was blocking, I guess, and he started throwing his fist. There's no reason for it. I just think Roosevelt's just kind of frustrated.
Here, rather than fighting for that extra 1 yard, would have been better off by heading out of bounds.
4 minutes, 34 seconds, and counting down. Second down, 5 yards to go for Roosevelt at the Dowling 24-yard line. Split back to the backfield, loose football, covered up by Dowling. That time, Kearns dropped the football, and it looked as though he was worried about where the Dowling defenders were coming from, and he let the football get away from him.
Well, I'm not really sure what happened, because it seemed like both the Roosevelt halfback pass that ended up on the track.
Well, he must have seen somebody open over here. I don't know, but it's now 4th down and 10 to go, and here's a fake punt. Back to Miller, throws it downfield. McFall picks it off again. And McFall tries the right side, then he comes back to the left side, still on his feet, and down to the 40-yard line. That time, Roosevelt set up the fake punt, snapped it to the short man. The short man, in turn, lateraled it back to Miller Lewis, the punter, and Miller Lewis tried to throw the ball downfield, but Dowling did a real good job of covering all the fake punt options that time.
Well, you're right. They don't want to blame the Dowling offense too much, because I think that the Roosevelt has a fine defensive team, and sometimes when you play a defensive team like that,
touchdown. Pat Willis throws the football downfield, and I'm trying to see the receiver down there.
Looked like it was closing.
Closing, number 25.
Yep.
2 Roosevelt Roosevelt defenders back there.
I got a little carried away with my description. We missed the touchdown. I didn't think they'd be controlling the bomb here, but...
Well, 32 seconds. It's now 40-20, and that was a 31-yard touchdown pass. Extra point attempt is up, and it's good. So 41-21, Dowling with 32 seconds.
Good game. Coach Michael, and thanks for visiting with us in the coaches show. Folks may not know, but you're also the assistant wrestling coach, and you've got a few state championships underneath your belt with Ron Gray and Bob Beer. And Coach, I know you're one of the fine assets here at Dowling.
My name is Mark Emmerdale, and welcome to tonight's playoff game between West Des Moines, Dowling, and Valley. Along with me is Jim Swift and Rory Vacco will be down on the sidelines. We're just about ready to get thrown in a 1, second down and 9 for the Maroons from the 21. Hand off Gaskell. He finds some room over the middle, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down, which will be about the 27-yard line. Quick opener on the left side. And Dowling, first 2 plays. First of all, Jim,
that offensive line, but a big hit by Grant prevents the first down.
7-yard run by Gaskell. Third down and 1 for the Maroons on the 28.5-yard line. I formation for the Maroons. Hand off Gaskell over the right side. Pops outside, gets the first down as he cuts to the far sideline. And he's still going with the football, and he's knocked out of bounds just short of midfield. Nice job by Jason Gaskell. He popped right out of bounds, Jim Swift. It looked like the Gaskell. 3 carries, 23 yards. Second down and 10 Maroons on their own 43. 1 back in the backfield, 3 wide receivers to the left. Handoff goes to Gaskell. He's across the 40, and he's across midfield into Valley territory at the 47-yard line. Close to the first down, Jim Swift, and the Maroons spread their offense once again, sending 3 wide receivers to the left, and that gave the Maroons on the play to be a third down and 1. The ball is on the Valley 47-yard line. 9:55 to go here in the first quarter. No score between Valley and Dowling in the 4A playoff game. Split back. And the handoff goes to Gaskell. He's in the Valley territory inside the 40, down to about the Valley 35-yard line. And a fumble is on the play, and the Maroons recover. So Jason Gaskell, remember the first game this year, Jim Swift, and they talked about that in the pregame a little bit.
And that seems like what the offensive line's doing. Back to you.
And credit the Valley defense. They have bottled up things inside. The Maroons have had the ball since the game started. Hand off to Gaskell, and he pops across the 30. He's inside the 25, and he's got the first down as he crosses the 20.
Field goal is very unlikely, so I think they played it very conservative.
Ball is on.
They have 4 down.
Ball is on the Valley 22. Third down and 7 for the Maroons. 6:40 to go here in the first quarter. No score. The Maroons have had the ball since the kickoff. And back to pass Milhound on third down. Fires downfield, and it is caught by Brian Bozen. He's inside the 10, and he's tackled out of bounds the 5-yard line. A nice little pass play that time, Jim Swift, as we got cut off here, but by the partition here in the press box. It looked like a little corner route, and we'll go down to Rory Vacco because I'm sure Rory saw that play very well.
Mark, it was a nice pattern by both
The Fayans, and or rather Krell. Nate Krell's your neighbor, so a little rivalry there. Second down play, handoff goes to Gaskell, and is he in for the touchdown? The Dowling people think he is, and he stopped right about the 1-yard line. And it'll be third down and goal for the Maroons on the 1-yard line. Gaskell, a little trap play right up the middle over center, and an excellent job by the Valley defense holding the line there.
Looks like Dowling's just about, from our angle, Mark, at about the 1-foot line. So, you know, they've got 2 downs to get it in, and I wouldn't expect to see much difference. So I'm sure Valley will be keying on Gaskell, looking for Gaskell to get the football here. Let's see if Dowling changes it up.
Third and goal from the 1. I formation for the Maroons. 1 wide receiver to the right, 1 to the left, and handoff goes to Gaskell. He's hit the backfield. He's dropped at the 7-yard line. Excellent job by Grant Clark, the Valley linebacker. Had that play over on the bench, the Dowling place kicker, and the Maroons go for it. I formation, double tight end set. 1 wide receiver to the left is Bozen. Back to pass Milhound, rolling out to his right. Still rolling, looking downfield, looking, fires in the end zone, and it is overthrown incomplete. Excellent job by the Valley defense that time, as Milhound had nowhere to
Win was back by Gaskell. Who knows, Mark?
Billy McFall returned that punt. Maroons have it first and 10 from their own 36-yard line. The I formation for Dowling in motion. Now the fullback, Dubeck, split out to the left is Tyrone Tyler. Handoff goes to Gaskell. He goes across the 40, and he's across the 45, and he's close to the midfield strike. He's got the first down, and the Maroons are spreading that Valley defense.
Tackle on Gaskell.
Second down and 9 for the Maroons. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. No score between Dowling and Valley. Both teams ranked in the top 10. 3 wide receivers to the left. Lone setback is Gaskell. The handoff to Gaskell. He's inside the 45, and he's tripped up at the 42-yard line. And the tackle on the play is by Scott Remsburg for the Valley Tigers.
Again, another nice run by Gaskell. You know, it looks like he's going to be about a yard short of that first down.
No flag goes down. Now a flag goes down, and Milholland has the football. It's a live play, and everybody else thinks he's dead, and Milholland
do that to an offensive coordinator. So, you know, here's a big 3rd down and 4 coming up right here for Dowling.
Gaskell gained 3 in the last play. Split backs the formation. 2 wide receivers to the left. Back to pass is Milholland. He throws it out. It's caught by Bozen, and he's got the first down at midfield. Brian Bozen, number 25, once again running that same goal, a 5-yard button hook. And Grove from Valley was right on top of it. You know, you just make one little mistake with a pass like that, and it's 6 points for the defense. High formation now for the Maroons. Dubeck the fullback, Gaskell the tailback, 2 wide receivers to the right. Back to pass Milholland. Looking downfield, fires the ball, and it's caught by Steve Morrow. First down Maroons, and he's tackled around the 30-yard line. Steve Morrow doing that little button hook route that he runs so well, the possession receiver that he is, and he got the Maroons a first down at the 30 of Valley.
Well, Mark, you know, Morrow does an excellent job of catching the ball in a crowd. He really wasn't in a crowd, but he was surrounded by 4 Valley guys about 5 yards apiece. But nice job of bringing it in. Really, you could tell he was concentrating on hanging on to that football. As soon as he caught it, he wrapped it up with both arms and just got what he could get after that.
19-yard pass reception from Rob Milholland to Steve Morrow. First down, Dowling at the Valley 30. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Handoff to Gaskell, and he's got about 5 yards over the left side as that opened up a little bit. And Gaskell brings the ball down to the Valley 25-yard line as we're under 5 minutes to go.
5-yard run off of left guard, left tackle for 5-yard gain for Gaskell.
Second down and 5. This is where the Maroons like to operate. Second down in short yardage. They split the field. And lined up to the far right is Morrow. Lined up as a wide receiver to the left is Bozen. Back to pass. Milholland is caught by Morrow, and inside the 25 he has the football. One-on-one coverage, and that time Valley was playing on the run, and they left single coverage out there, Jim Swift. Against the Valley defensive back.
Again, a good route by Morrow. He drove hard off the ball and button hooked it about 8 yards. The Valley defensive back, number 3, Jason Groves, slipped on the play and allowed Morrow to pick up a few more yards, getting it down to the...
Just Fisher is the senior for the Tigers, and that young, well, actually it's the loss of 1 because it's spotted back to the 16-yard line.
Fisher really doing an excellent job of getting penetration on kind of a slow-developing inside trap, but a nice play.
Second and 11 for the Maroons, and an option play. Gaskell, second man through. He's inside the 5, and he's dropped inside there at about the 4-yard line. What a quick opener, and I think he got the first down. He just needed to get it on the other side of the 5-yard line.
And then once he sees the hole, he does a good job of accelerating into it. So big first down pickup, first and goal for Dowling.
11-yard run for Gaskell. He has 99 yards this evening on 16 carries. And the quarterback sneak by Milholland, still going towards the end zone. And touchdown, Maroons. Robbie Milholland on a quarterback sneak gets in for the touchdown. With 3:14 to go here in the second quarter, Dowling leading 6-0 over Valley.
Well, I think, Mark, that Dowling's offense just completely caught Valley off guard there. You know, I'm sure they expected to see Gaskell get the ball about 3 or 4 times in a row. And you got to give credit to Reeves, Krall, and Green, the big interior offensive line that just bulldozed the Valley defense into the end zone.
Bozen on the hold. And Lewis with the extra point is up, and it is good. 7-0, Dowling over Valley. 3:14 to go here in the running game. And they're running out of time here with under 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here before the half. So we may see Griffith throw it up yet. And the line of scrimmage is the Dowling 38-yard line, so give Peterson a gain of 2. Here's a pitch back to Peterson. Now a reverse, and with the football, it's Tessau. And he tries to turn the corner, and he does, and he's tripped up. Ball pops out of his hands, and who landed on top of it?
Looks like Tessau popped right back into his arms, Mark.
Double Valley. 1:22 to go in the half. 3 wide receivers to the left. Griffith calling signals. 1 setback, and that's Chad Learned. Back to pass Griffith. Looks down tilt. Fires, and it is almost intercepted, and they're going to call a penalty on the Maroons. Billy McFall with the penalty at the 25-yard line. And that was one where Billy McFall went for the interception, and they say he interfered with the intended receiver's yard line. Tigers have just taken a timeout. Wishbone formation, handoff, first man through, and that is Chad Leonard. And he some of our fine sponsors.
Bob, what kind of a team will we see in Dowling this year? Everybody wants to say, well, what kind of style of play you're going to have? We saw Dave Myers concentrate a lot on defense, and what kind of team we're going to see from Dowling?
Well, I told the players at our first meeting last spring that, when you cross the magic age of 40, it's pretty hard to change a lot. And, my whole career, we've always had an up-tempo, transition-type team. And our guys adapted to it pretty well during the summer camp and the 2 team camps that we went to. So we'll play an up-tempo offense, a fast break offense, and also good, strong pressure defense.
Well, certainly you're going to open up with some strong competition. Talking it over, now the Tigers are in their offense instead. In motion is number 25, Ludington, and the inside handoff goes to Sam Moore. He's going to be dropped in the backfield by the Maroons. And who is it? Jason Rude. And Rude sacks the Dowling offensive line, brings it back, and brings up a big 3rd and 10 for Dowling. Well, -5 on that play, so Gaskell gets 5 yards on first down. He gets -5 on second down, and now it's 3rd and 10 Maroons on their own 32. 2 wide receivers, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Back to pass Milholland. He fires downfield, and it's caught by Tyrone Tyler, and he's in the open field at the 50. He's in Valley territory at the 45-yard line. That was a play that was well set up. Tyrone Tyler, a wide receiver on the right side, just came inside Jim Swift. And Miller Gaskell has been sacked for yardage, so he's got -6 yards on the last 2 carries. Second down, 11, Dowling on the Valley 45. Back to pass, Milholland has plenty of time now. Runs in the pocket, goes downfield, and it is caught by Jeff Root at the 40. He's still on his feet, and he's inside the 40 down to the Valley 37-yard line. An 8-yard gain that time. 3rd and 7, 6:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We're all tied up at 7. Split back to formation, 2-step drop, back to pass Milholland. It's fired out downfield, and it's caught by Brian Bozen short of the first down at about the 36-yard line. So that's back to the original line. Coach, good call by the Dowling coaches again. Valley lines up in a 4-4 defense. They have no nose guard. They play their linebackers about 2 or 3 yards off the ball. So if Reeves can fire off of that center position, first down's very makeable. Good call. From the 34 of Valley, back to pass Milholland. Fires downfield into the end zone and out of bounds as Tyrone Tyler was well guarded when Valley scored. But now that Dowling's held, they're pretty excited to get back on the field. So let's see what Dowling offense does from here. Back to you. And the Maroons come out with an I formation. They are going into the win here in the 4th quarter. And Milholland, option play to the right. He still has the football, and he's across the 30. And he's still running with the football, and he's got the first down at the 35-yard line. Excellent job by Milholland. The fake to the fullback, Jim Swift. And from then on, Milholland just threatened a break. But Dowling's got to regroup here, see if they can stop that Valley offense. Well, it's going to be up to the Maroon defense once again as the Maroons are in punt formation. Cataldo back at his own 27-yard line. And the snap, and there's a fake to Gaskell, and he's going to be brought down short of the first down. A big punt by the Maroons. The handoff, or the snap was to the up back, and that was Jason Gaskell, and he stopped at the 45-yard line. He gained 6 yards on the play on 4th down, but nonetheless, he turns the ball over. Yard run by Matt Sandler. Puts the ball on the Dowling 19-yard line. First down Valley, and stacked up is Lennington at the 20, and he may have lost a yard on the play. They give him forward progress down to the 19, which was the line of scrimmage, so Lennington gains no yards. And Maroons are in deep trouble here if they were going on that play. I thought he looked like, from our vantage point, Mark said he was well out of bounds. But, Maroons are in a no-huddle offense. Second down and 5 for Dowling on their own 35. 3 wide receivers to the right. Back to pass, Milholland. Fires downfield. Caught by Steve Morrow. He's got the first down. He's across the 40 up to about the 43-yard line, and that'll stop the clock with 7:43 to go here in the 4th quarter. Dowling trailing 14-7 to Valley. Well, Mark, over to Dowling Maroons. And congratulations to Lee Crawford and his fine coaching staff as they move on to the playoffs. And once again, one of the West Des Moines schools do move on to the playoffs. Last year was Dowling. We had that famous snow ride up to the South Dakota Dome. And this year, the Sioux City teams won't have that advantage. They will have to come down here and play in the elements of Iowa weather. And Valley will host one of the Sioux City teams. But once again, congratulations. Let's go down on the field to Rory Vacco.
Well, Mark, it's mass mayhem down here. Half the student body from Valley's on the field, and all the coaches are shaking hands right now. I'm trying to get a hold of one of the coaches, but I tell you,